All right, guys, how's everybody doing tonight? So we're sitting out in front of the 80 Belmont house. It's the Fall River Arts Academy. We've been asked to come here and investigate. Been having some strange things go on as far as sounds, mysterious scent of rosewater perfume, if you will, and then one sensitive actually claims to have had a guest, if you will, and saw a spirit. Guys, you want to elaborate on some of that based on our interview?
Well, one of the reports is what sounds like a child running down the back stairs and pouncing once they hit the landing. Do you recall any of the others?
So supposedly someone had, like an empath had seen a man that came into the house and just wanted the owner to know about his presence. So there wasn't much else from that aspect, but yeah, phantom noises, phantom smells, and apparently a guest that just wanted to say hi.
So we're going to check all this out tonight. It's actually our first night shoot, so we're pretty jazzed about this. And we hope you like the video. So thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.
Hey, dude, everybody. I'm Andrew LaBasse here.
I'm Anthony.
I'm John.
And this is Wicked New England.
Right now, we are setting up in the Belmont house.
Alright, I'm officially in airplane mode.
How are we feeling?
Good.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Andrew? All right. We're all laid out and ready to go.
Okay. You want to hold this?
Okay. So, to anyone who may be inhabiting this house, my name is Andrew. I mean you no harm. I wish to listen to your story, possibly communicate with you, and then we will leave when it's over. We have no intention of provoking you in a negative way or harming your space.
My name's Anthony. The three of us are friends, hopefully friends with you. Well, once we're done here, we just want to talk to you, communicate. We understand there's been some strange things going on that we're not aware of or quite not understanding, and that's mainly why we're here. We leave, and that's going to be it. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we won't. But hopefully you like to communicate with us, and we'll see where we go from here, huh? John?
Hi, I'm John. We're here to see if anything is going on. If there's someone here, please communicate with us. We'd like to know your story. We'd like to know who you are. Very nice. Thank you for telling us. You know, I'm hoping to hear your story. We'd like to hear about your home.
And for those watching on the camera right now, we're doing a spirit talker session while also running a digital audio recorder to capture EVP potentially. One second, guys. I just noticed something.
We'll be honest, I kind of got the chills when the light went off, but I don't think that was anything supernatural. If there's anyone here, do you mind talking to us? Tell us when you lived here. Here, you're sad.
Here.
Hair. What year is it?
It's time to talk.
How long have you been inhabiting this house?
this the first time someone's tried to talk to you?
Forward.
Forward to the front door.
I'm only 6.
Have you been playing upstairs?
Are you possibly the one that runs downstairs and jumps off the steps? Is that you that's playing?
What's your name?
Are you a little boy or a little girl?
You said you like to talk. Let's talk. Could you please answer our questions?
We're not here to scare you.
We just want to talk with you.
We're not nasty.
Neither are we.
We didn't think you were. We weren't implying that you were a bad person or a bad spirit. We just want to talk to you. If there's something you'd like to say, you can talk into the recorder.
Right here, this little...
Unlawful.
Can you elaborate?
Did you pick the wrong word?
Do you think we're doing something wrong?
We have paperwork that says otherwise.
Roberts.
Is that your name? Mm-hmm.
Are you up on the third floor right now? Is that you that we hear walking? Are you angry or upset that we are in this house, questioning you?
She shouts.
Who shouts?
Who is she? Is she the one that they refer to as Rose?
Is Rose her real name?
Does she smell like rose perfume? Would you like us to come up to the third floor to talk to you? That was my stomach, just for the recorder.
I've got this little plastic thing. It lights up, but then if the lights go out, if you touch it, or if it moves, why are you crying?
Don't cry, bud.
If you touch it, it'll light back up, okay? I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna leave it on the platform behind me.
if you'd like to play with it, it's like a little toy. You can come over and touch it and play with it if you'd like. It lights up. If you move up, give it some space for the camera.
Actually, let's go.
Good.
Yes, I do believe Gabriel. That's why we're here. Trying to communicate. I don't know, touch it, see if it goes on. Okay.
Do you mind moving the cat ball a little closer to you? Yeah.
Hmm?
Much better.
If you want, you can use the chair. I was gonna sit right there. Probably not me, but I'm not too worried about.
So here we are on the third floor now. We're going to try doing an EVP session up here without the spirit talker. We're going to see if we get anything on the recorder. Hello, are you still with us? We heard you making some noises up here earlier. Would you like to talk with us again? Is there anything you'd like to say? You can talk into that red light that's on the recorder. Or play with any of the balls that we brought that light up. If you'd like to touch one of those. Do you like playing in this house? Do you like running up and down the stairs? Is that fun?
We didn't come up here to scare you. I know we probably look a little scary.
Do you like all the artists that visit this house?
If there's anyone up here, please touch one of the cat balls that are up here to light up and let us know that you're here.
If you'd like to communicate with us, please leave a message on the EVP. That is the red light on the floor here. You can talk into that and we can hear you. If you're not the spirit of a child, are you another spirit that's here? We'd like to hear your story too if you're somebody different.
Again, we're not here to hurt you.
We just want to be friends.
We mean you no harm. We just want to hear your story. Or whatever it is you have to say. Tell us about yourself.
If you don't like the cameras, play with the ball in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna take that as you're fine with the cameras.
Just kidding, guys.
If you'd like to use the other device again, make a noise. If you're here, please make a noise to let us know that you're here. Don't you try putting the spirit talker back on, Anthony?
I'm gonna try to put the spirit talker back on.
Yeah, hold on a second though. Let's take a quick pause and let's review the EVP, play it back,
Okay.
see if anything was captured on that.
Yeah, same way.
This house is pretty awesome. Be a shame if there was a ghost here. Alright, thought that would work, but-
Whoa. What? The EMF just jumped dramatically all of a sudden.
That was the voice recorder.
You sure? From this distance?
Also pointing the other way.
It was also pointing into the cedar room. Can you make the screen go right again?
Recorded that one down.
What we have to do is stand in front of it again.
It didn't record that one. That was the first one from downstairs, but it didn't save the one we just did.
How'd you switch it?
I went back to recorder and then select the files, but it's if you want, I can grab mine. Grab my issues.
48 VAM, hey. PPP 50. That's right in the city closet.
From the camera?
No. I just pointed it at the window in the city closet. It just jumped up to 53. Oh, you got teasing me. You got your aim off there, Gordon?
Shut off your flashlight for a second.
I literally turned it. As I turned it, I stayed locked on. It got up to 54. And then it went out when it has on facing the main room.
Put your spirit box on. Anthony,
Well,
put the spirit box on.
you want to hear it?
Come with me.
You want me to come with you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Very good.
Camera's still recording, right?
Camera still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Boy.
Yeah, it is red in there. Oh, it's D-bomb. It's this.
You sure?
Either way. Come on here with the spirit
The other
talker.
thing
John,
I
come
can-
on.
The other thing I can do is put this on. It is dark enough.
That only works though for the cam. You could aim it out in the hall, but it's not gonna work in here because the camera's gonna catch it. Is this where you stay during the day? Yeah, you can set it on the desk, aim it at that
That's what I
wall.
was gonna do.
Do you come in here sometimes in the cedar closet? Do you like the smell?
Do you hide in here?
Do you like the dots that we put on the wall? Can you see those?
Why don't you go check those out?
Had a hard life.
You had a hard life. Could you explain that to us a little bit? What was so hard about your life? Was it the times? Was it that you were poor? Did you not have anybody else to play with or talk to? Did you lose a loved one?
Man.
Did a man cause a hard time?
Did a man make your life hard?
Colton.
A man named Colton had something to do with your life? What did Colton do? Or is that your name?
Did you live here?
Hello there.
Hi.
How we doing?
Is this somebody different we're communicating with now? We'd like to talk to you. Would you like to talk to us? Could you tell us about your life?
Oliver.
Oliver. Is your name Oliver? Are you another one of the spirits potentially in this house? Is this a place you like to come? Do you like to play on the stairs, Oliver? Did you perhaps know any of the servants that used to be on this floor?
This seems like a good spot for hide and seek. Did you play in here?
Did you like to play in the closet, Oliver? Did you come in here to hide? Was it a safe place to go? Are you still there with us?
I know I am.
May I touch you?
I'd prefer we didn't. Perhaps.
Want to hold my hands?
You can hold my hand if you don't hurt me.
Aw, rats, I'm all out of free hands.
You want to touch my hand?
Wonderful.
It'd be wonderful if you held one of their hands.
Felt like something had my hand. I just don't know.
If you touched Anthony's hand, could you touch it again?
Gary.
Gary?
Gary. Who's Gary? This is Anthony and John, and I'm Andrew. Is Gary your name, or are you a different spirit?
I don't know what that was.
Skinwalkers around.
Alright,
the
that's,
last thing I
right?
don't want to hear.
it's,
Is that right, bud?
I'm gonna say you probably chose the wrong word.
I'm sure hoping so. I mean,
Anthony, hold that.
Grab the camera.
Alright everybody, so we're going to be moving into the upper part of the third floor here. I just want to give you a glimpse around. We're actually in a cedar closet that the owner used to store their clothes in. We're going to come back out, see where Anthony and John are. We have the tracking dots up, seeing if we could capture something on that.
Not that easy. I don't have that much of a steady hand.
Are you still with us? Are you getting anything on the the EMF meter, John?
For the most part, the EMF's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I think that's right. Probably the Wi-Fi router kicking it. Do you want us to go over here? This office space? We were in here the other day.
Beware.
Be aware of what? Are you in the corner where I heard you the other day when we were here on this interview? Or are you somewhere else? And do you want us to leave? Or do you want to keep talking to us? We want to keep talking to you. Let's set this up, guys.
I almost say leave this like right here and just stay out of the way. See if anything comes into the room to meet us.
If anyone's out there, we're gonna be in here for a little bit. Come on, hang out. Pretty cool guys.
Did you lose voice record a little bit? Why did you tell us to beware? Is there something we should be afraid of in this room? Or on this floor? Split up off the Wi-Fi.
My name is Albert.
Hi, Albert.
Hi, Albert.
How you doing? Where do you live, Albert?
Empire.
Vampire.
Empire.
I'm leaving this right here. If you talk into it, we might be able to hear you. But like, scream into it so that we can definitely hear you.
Tempted to turn this AC off for a minute.
Go ahead.
Sorry, just we're not gonna. We're here now. Would you like to talk to us? Do you have something to say? Or do you want to hide?
Hiding.
Where are you hiding? Is there someplace else you'd like to talk to us? We can come to you.
Why are you hiding?
Want to move this real quick?
You want me to try and find you? Are you on the third floor hiding? Walk over there, see if you guys say yes or something.
Yeah.
That's what this, a lot of this is, though. It's a lot of waiting. Since it's a kid, should we like play a game or something?
Are you in the bathroom?
Well,
I like music.
what kind of music do you like?
We like music too. Would you like to hear a song? What kind of music do you like to listen to?
We'll play you a song if you show us that you're here.
Are you in the bathroom?
Does that sound like a good deal?
Are you here with me now? In this room? Are you out here? Dust? Dust?
Yeah.
For everybody listening on the camera, we're just pointing out some things that we think is going on. We're not seeing orbs. It looks like the laser's just picking up some dust.
Be careful what you wish for.
We didn't wish for anything.
We wish someone would talk to us because we're getting kind of lonely.
Or is it giving fair warning that it's a skinwalker? I don't think that would be a case. This isn't generally the area of skinwalkers.
We're densely populated too. Or at least fairly densely.
I had an accident.
What kind of accident?
It happens to the best of us.
Were you hurt? How many people are here with us?
I affect the animals.
You affect the animals.
Why do you do that?
There's no animals in this house to affect. Which animals would you affect? Do you mean animals that used to live in this house, like pets?
Hear my footsteps.
Did it just sound like somebody was going up the stairs?
Kind of tempted to go back down though.
Cyrus.
I know it's not usually allowed, but can you stomp down that hallway as loud as you can?
You jump off the steps.
We want to see how loud you can stomp. We're testing the structural integrity of this house, and the only way we can do it properly is if you stomp down that hallway or jump down the steps. Just make a lot of noise. what I'm saying.
If we're gonna head downstairs, did you wanna collect cat balls and stuff on the way down, or what?
Yeah, I'll take it from the back up.
Alright, we're gonna go downstairs. If you wanna follow us, you're welcome to.
We hope you do. We want you to.
You want the camera? You wanna use a regular flashlight, or you wanna try to use this thing and go busy?
Alright guys, so we're gonna be moving back down to the landing on the first and second floor on the main stairwell. Seemed like we were getting a little bit more activity there. So we're gonna collect our cat balls and stuff from up top here, and we're gonna bring them back down with us. We're probably gonna set some cat balls out on the landing and try with a different EVP recorder.
No, unfortunately, we didn't hear it.
So, okay. Should still see us recording on the other two cameras that are down here, so I'm going to turn this one off. We'll switch to the other end. On the other two cameras that are down here, so I'm going to turn this one off. We'll switch to the other end. That's fine. I'm gonna swap the battery. Black light, just trying to see if there's any fingerprints or anything like that on the wall. I haven't felt any cold spots or anything, but you never know. So, everybody watching the video, one of the things people also talk about is this painting right here, which John is actually showing you on his camcorder at the moment. People just seem to be drawn to it for some reason, and no one really knows why. It's always the same painting. It's a depiction of a death scene. Loved ones gathered around someone's bed. Not much to really say about it than that. It's a public arts work piece that's actually owned by the Smithsonian. It's on permanent loan.
What are your names?
My name is Andrew.
My name is John.
And my name's Anthony. May I ask your name?
No, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's me sitting down. If you're there, please make yourself known. Do you wish for us to come back again? And continue to visit you?
We don't need to make you nervous.
Are you still there with us?
Opposite.
We don't make you nervous? Is that what you mean the opposite of?
Mind giving us a sign that you're here?
Do you prefer the quiet of the night as to when people are here during the daytime visiting? Do you feel more comfortable when there's not as many people around?
Got a couple of toys on the ground right over there. Please feel free to play with them, kick them, do whatever you want.
Anthony, what was the name of the owner of the property next door? The last name.
My favorite place.
Sears.
Did you know the Sears family that lived next door?
So was Sears. Yes. Chauncey Sears.
Were you friends with the Sears family? Are you just passing through, or did you originally live in this house when you were alive? Do you know that you're deceased? We'd like to help you if you need help. Do you like this painting? Do you draw people to it? Are you attached to it in some way? I'm going to sit here in silence. And if you want to make yourself known, all you have to do is make a noise. A step. You can run down the stairs, jump off the landing, play with one of the cat balls.
Do you think I'm real?
I do. But I want to know that you're here with us. I do believe you're real. I want you to communicate with me.
Good spirits here.
Please give us a sign that you're here.
We believe that you're a good spirit. We believe that you're also a spirit.
Elijah.
Elijah?
It's Elijah.
Yeah, it's kind of a creaky house. I'm probably advised sitting.
It's a very creepy house.
Yeah, that's one of those over here.
Whoops. I just hit the gavel.
Motion detector just went off on the front porch again.
Actually, that cat ball just started really rolling around.
Really?
Well, let's wait for it to go off and we'll see.
Is that you who touched the cat wall? Was that your sign letting us know that you're here?
And I'll admit, I might have kicked it, but it rolled back towards me when I went to adjust it.
Did you
There's
kick?
many others.
Are you all here with us now? I also have this nice voice recorder you can talk into. This device down here on the knoll post, if you talk into that, I can hear you. So I'm going to try like 5 minutes of just being still and quiet, see if we pick anything up.
No, that's
We're sorry, but you are. You are dead. How did you die?
Skinwalkers around.
It's the second time they brought that up.
Are we the skinwalkers? Because we have skin and as a spirit you no longer do? Do you mean humans?
Listen, we wanna be friends, but you're not gonna introduce yourself. I mean, I don't know how we can be friends.
Hungry.
I could go for a bite to eat too.
Is there anything more you'd like to say?
Sit and talk.
We've been trying.
Grace.
Does Grace wear rose perfume?
Who's the one that wears the rose smell perfume? Or I should say, who smells like roses?
Was that you?
It wasn't me.
On the back staircase? Was that you? Letting us know?
No.
And you didn't leave any up on the landing up there, right? Took them all down? Are you coming down to hang out with us?
We'd love it if you did.
Collect.
Collect what?
Are you okay with us being here?
We've been here a little while now. Why don't you let us know you're here?
Part of me thinks we should all just go downstairs and just shoot the shit on the
this one down here?
Yeah.
Well, the stairwell alone?
Just us three go over there, should proverbial shed over by the,
You gonna leave,
small bench in the window.
you gonna leave the camera up here?
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll leave my camera right here.
I'll move that one so it's focused on us.
I'm gonna leave it sitting on the floor. And I'll pick up the light that John moved when he got up.
Stay to the inside when you walk down, you won't set off the capital.
I'm gonna be,
Am I really dead?
Yeah, you really are, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Martha.
I'm just gonna sit right here.
Sit right in between my buds.
So we're just kind of giving
Who's
this
Martha?
spot, trying to see if we get any noises to stir up when we're being back here. Things get a little weird when the three of us are together.
Crash.
Is a crash how you died? Are you gonna make a crash?
If we're scaring you, there are some of those balls right at the second floor landing of the back staircase. Feel free to play with them.
There were footsteps.
I did too.
Pretty thumping.
Should we ask fellas?
No, just let it.
House is pretty quiet.
Yeah, I just got full footsteps. Stay silent. I think it's working.
Weak.
Some back steps.
It's the third series of steps that I've heard. Sets of.
We're following you.
Are you following us downstairs? Are you gonna meet us on the main stairwell?
We're not hiding. We're right here for you.
Water.
Sorry, we can't give you any. We don't have any.
Anthony took the last bottle.
Well, I was just thinking how I would like to have a glass of water as she said that.
somebody in your 20s, you're walking like somebody who's 80. Try to walk a little harder. Oh, I heard that.
Keep doing that.
That was definitely a motor. I can't believe it blew up above us. That wasn't off to the side over there. That was the room that's across from there.
I'm not sure what the wife's name was, but that was her sister's room,
Mm-hmm.
or so we were told.
Circle.
When you say circle, are you talking about the small little balls that we left upstairs? You can touch them.
The recorder's still up there too, up on the steps if you wish to talk.
You can touch those small circles, they light up.
Florence.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Florence.
Do you have family in Florence?
And Florence can be a name too.
James.
Who's James? I don't know what the hell that was.
Caught me off guard, whatever it was. Can you make a sound like that? That was my feet stamping. Can you be loud like that? It's fucking numb. Like it's weird, like these two fingers and like all up to here, underneath it's all fucking numb. Right now.
Send that ball down my way.
Are you still here with me on the steps? Did you touch my hand? Did you touch Anthony's back? We believe you are here. Please keep communicating. Can you make more footsteps?
We might not see you again for a long, long time, so if you have anything to say, or if you want to make yourself known, now's the time.
Is that with you? You with the bright light over there?
The motion sensor outside kicked on again.
Oh.
That happened a couple of times down there.
Do me a favor, I just noticed I gotta set the date and the correct date and time on this camera.
That don't matter, that's not gonna show up on my video anyway.
Alright.
That's for internal purposes. How's your battery life looking, John?
Almost dead.
Alright.
Yeah, I've got a full battery. Something tells me this thing cut out and got into pause mode for whatever reason.
It's alright, guys. I think we're gonna call this one here unless there's something else you guys want to do.
No, we can call.
Alright, everybody. This is Andrew, Anthony, and John. Just got done with the Belmont job. Just want to talk a little bit about it while it's still fresh in our heads, So we did catch, I would say, some things. As far as footsteps, multiple times, and a couple of different locations. Possibly one of the cat balls moved, but we're not sure. We still got to go back and check all the footage and everything. Like I said, we're just leaving the job. Overall vibe, at least for me, I would say I'm still not 100% convinced that it is inhabited by spirits. I did have a couple of questionable moments. One time I asked a spirit to grab my hand, and my hand actually tingled like pins and needles, and actually ended up going numb, which you'll see that. Can I definitively say that for sure was a ghost? No, I can't. It's also the first time I've ever had that kind of experience, so I don't have anything else to base it on. Maybe moving forward, if something similar happens at another investigation, I can give it a better comparison. But for right now, I'm not completely sure of what it could have been. The footsteps I definitely heard, and I definitely know there was nobody else in the house. So it's either us walking around or it's somebody else, and the three of us were on the same floor, so it couldn't have been us. Something was definitely making a walking footstep sound. I will say that is probably the most definitive thing I've gotten all night that I cannot question. That definitely happened. So, Anthony, how about you?
Well, as you were having issues with your hand, I had a nice cold chill down my back. All things are, of course, you can believe it or not. I just know what happened to me.
Obviously, we don't have a temperature sensor, unfortunately, that we were running to, check
and
his
we were
back.
We were also using some new equipment to us, and we're still working out kinks and using the equipment itself. I also had an experience that I didn't say anything about, which I believe is on film. in the cedar room on the 3rd floor, I had asked the spirit to hold my hand, and I kind of had a very similar feeling and experience that I didn't really go into detail as we heard Andrew, and in fact he's just hearing what happened to me up there right now, so I'm sure I'll be able to be getting a little earful for that. But other than that, the footsteps is definitely a real thing. Hopefully the cameras and the microphones picked it up. You're gonna hear us talking about the footsteps on ground level. You're gonna hear us trying to pinpoint whereabouts they are and were. Some of these footsteps actually sounded like they were coming from the 3rd floor, and we can definitely say there was absolutely nobody up there. Everything was well within range as far as our point of view to the stairwell going up and down to that level. It's just kind of a interesting experience. John, what do you got?
You know, I feel like going in, you have to, you know, believe as much as you can, no matter what, going in. That being said, the only real, you know, goosebumps I felt was when I was hearing footsteps upstairs. What it sounded like to me was it sounded like someone wearing heavyset shoes walking around right above our heads. It's an old house. I guess that's the only explanation that I can give, but it really did sound like footsteps. So that was the biggest piece of evidence from my side. Aside from that, I didn't feel like I got touched by anything. I didn't feel any chills, but I definitely heard something.
Well, your hair raised on your arm that one time with the footsteps.
Right, that's where I
So-
got goosebumps.
And of
Yeah.
course, I think we all heard what I think sounded like somebody was running water at one point in time.
Yeah, that was kind of curious.
That was kind of curious. We don't know quite what that was. We wish we could answer that for you. But overall, that was the experience that we experienced at the Belmont house. So,
So overall, guys, like, what are we thinking? Like, definitively, yes or no? Do we think there was a spirit? I'm not gonna say haunting or anything like that, because you know what I mean. But like, do we think there was like a spirit there or something like that? I guess, in the simplest terms, with that, I will say yes, because of the footsteps. I definitively heard them, and I know nobody was there. So the only person that could have made those footsteps was myself, you, or John, and we weren't up in that floor. And that's not something I can debunk with another similar type of thing. I mean, because it was, you know, almost in a cadence, like something was walking around. It wasn't like one step, and then
Yeah.
that was the only thing we heard. That could easily be explained by like something falling on the floor or whatever. But we heard it multiple times in succession of each other. So I guess based on that alone, I would say there's got to be some kind of a spirit. I'm not gonna say.
and
like
I know
haunted.
we were making some noise in its own right too, and we were trying to.
It is a creaky house.
We were trying
It was
to
a
call
creaky old
ourselves
house, for
out
sure.
as we were doing this. But yeah, overall, it's been a very interesting experience. I would definitely say there is something going on. Maybe in the further down the line, once we get a little bit more experience doing this, we might revisit and tackle the house in a different manner.
Skeptic in the back. Yes or no? What are we thinking?
I'd say it's entirely possible. I would have liked to get more evidence, but I know I definitely heard something upstairs.
He wanted to be touched.
You know, I did not want to be touched. I can say that definitely. But as you'll see in the video.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But no, I'd say I definitely heard something.
And if you guys would like to check out this place on your own too, it's Fall River Arts Academy. They do gallery shows there from time to time, from what I understand. Artists show off their work and stuff. So who knows? Maybe you could be a visitor, go check it out. Maybe you'll get a vibe from the house or a certain feeling when you're there. Because other empaths who have visited in the past have gotten feelings even during the daytime. So it's very possible if you normally sense things like that. But that's it for me. Anything else before we close out?
No, I'm good.
All right, so this is our After the Carnage for 80 Belmont Street, Fall River Arts Academy. And everybody have a good night. And don't forget to watch that podcast every Wednesday at 10. All right, catch you guys
Bye,
later.
guys.
Later, guys.